He dead. Most ass got hit in the head. We Gucci, we Gucci, we Gucci, we Gucci. We are blessed in the city. We are blessed in the field. We are blessed when we come and when we go. We carry around the wisdom. For the thing we used to be. We are blessed. Late in the midnight hour. Yo, did you see the church comment I left you? The church, the church. Nah. What's poppin' though? What's poppin'? What's poppin', my people? I did have a video for y'all today, but I connected more dots. So tomorrow that video will be dropping, but I had to go live because it's a lot going on. What's poppin'? New Orleans in the building. What's poppin', my boy Shotty King? Let me make you a moderator because you always tapping in. Appreciate you. Hey, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Like I say, tomorrow we got a video dropping. I found out new information, some historical information for this video tomorrow. So I really need y'all to watch that video tomorrow, man. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? That's my boy Grimes, man. You at work, bro. Do some work, bro. Get off that phone. Hey, y'all, sending positive vibes from Benton, Arkansas. Hey, Eva, tomorrow, he said, I'm home, bitch. Tomorrow, we coming to Arkansas with the video, and I got some historical information that we got to bring up. So I appreciate you from Arkansas. Shout out to my people in Arkansas. But like I say, see, with black people, they love to post videos about us all day to make money from our dysfunction. We know we not perfect, but they love to hide what's going on in their community so they can seem, what's poppin', Miss Penelope, what's poppin'? So they can seem perfect. But no, it's over. Charlie Kirk done exposed everything. It's over. So I'm going even harder. Y'all think I was going hard at first? No. Due to Charlie Kirk, we are going even harder, bro. And I'm going to show y'all why with this live. This going to be a great live, man. It might go 2 hours. It might go, I don't know. This going to be a great live, though. I appreciate everybody tapping in. But let's get into it, man. First of all, let me just, hold on. Indy Moss, what's popping? Kashmir Shorty, what's popping? What's popping, my people? Like I say, tomorrow we got a video dropping. I had to add some more additional information, and this gonna blow y'all mind, man. What's up, Malachi? Like, this gonna blow y'all mind, the information I got for y'all tomorrow. It's gonna blow y'all mind, man. Everything ties in together, you know? But let's get into it. Shout out to all the, come on. Hey, I can't leave you, bro. See, you with that shit right there. Let's go, man.
Are you researching dental implants? Process.
And as we were talking about that, the memorial continues to grow outside of Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona, but obviously concern over the temperature rising about political violence. We're seeing some of that today. And this
somebody says that the shooter. No, this is another young Caucasian teen in Arizona. Check this out at Charlie Kirk's memorial. Check this out. I don't want to do that.
A post on social media from Fox News saying, Justin, a man has been arrested after vandalizing the Charlie Kirk Memorial outside of TP USA headquarters in Arizona. The suspect identified as a 19-year-old Ryder Corral there. So we're also getting this video that I want to show you of some of this because we've been diving into the latest with just some of this memorial growing. But this was the scene that
Look.
by Fox News a little bit earlier on. You can see people addressing this individual, potentially vandalizing what was going on there with this memorial. People stepping in, just average citizens, not necessarily law enforcement, but ultimately law enforcement did get involved as this suspect, identified as a 19-year-old, as a man, is arrested. So
Look at this. Look at this grown man. Look.
But this was the scene that was captured by Fox News a little bit earlier on. You can see people addressing this individual, potentially vandalizing what was going on there with this memorial.
Now, all day on the internet, you got these YouTubers, you got all these people, all they do is talk shit about black people, just like Charlie Kirk. That's all they do, is they sit and they talk about what's going on in the black community. The black community, they never go to. They never in the hood. They never around single black mothers. They never around dudes in the hood. But all day, they sit and they talk about this because you know why? Caucasian people love to hear bad things about black people. It makes them feel good, but they love to hide their dirt. But the tables have turned. Now everything is being seen. Now they have to keep that same energy.
People stepping in, just average citizens, not necessarily law enforcement.
I can't tell you there's more bad than good,
law
buddy.
enforcement did get involved as this suspect, identified as a 19-year-old, as a man, is arrested. So you can see police there on hand, putting this individual in handcuffs or zip ties just across the street. As so much has grown since Wednesday. We saw the initial outpouring for Charlie Kirk, the conservative commentator there in Arizona, a group that he founded a dozen years ago, co-founded a dozen years ago. Obviously, you see this individual now being let off as the memorial balloons, flowers, flags showcased off.
Somebody said it. They're used to getting away with projection. That's it, man. That's it. Everything they was saying about black people is really them. And tomorrow on my video, I'm going to talk about that. But in this live, they were projecting the whole time, because if you go to a place like Arizona, they say we have YNs, young niggas. You go to Arizona, they got YCs. I'm going to call them, I can't say the word, but you know what I mean. Raccoons, but take off the RA. They got these types of in Arizona. I'm telling you. And look who they going up against. I told y'all yesterday in my live that these younger kids, they don't believe in what their parents believe in, bro. They don't care what their parents believe in, especially those Caucasian kids, bro. They different.
On hand, and that is concerned potentially.
YCs, bro.
Outside agitators. That is a kind of term that police, law enforcement have been using, but obviously concerned in terms of that with the memorial that's going to be taking place next week in Glendale, Arizona, a very large venue, the NFL stadium of the Arizona Cardinals. Again, a live picture right there at that venue. But we're seeing the memorials pop up. This was the scene of where that initial vandalism, the arrest.
Let's go. This is gonna be a great live. Oh shit. Hold up. There's no sound? What is sound at? Oh, okay. No sound in this video. I guess there's no sound. Okay. Let's go.
A man taken into custody after vandalizing a Charlie Kirk memorial. It happened today at the headquarters of Kirk's nonprofit Turning Point USA.
He was held in place by bystanders until police could get there. Nicole Persine has the details and the video.
Exactly.
Like, this guy's gonna do something.
Hold up. Somebody said it. Hold on. Let me somebody said it. Kirk wasn't loved by his own people. Thank you. And the reason why we not gonna let up on Kirk is because he went years talking shit about black people. Years talking shit about black people. And I'm not letting up, dog. This is only the beginning. What The Rock used to say, I think it was Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock. He opened a can of whoop ass.
Kyle Nichols says he was there when 19-year-old Ryder Coral reportedly vandalized part of the memorial for conservative activist Charlie Kirk outside Turning Point headquarters. Coral, seen here in video you'll only see on Fox, stomping on items left behind by mourners. According to Nichols, Coral's behavior caught his eye before he even got to the memorial.
He had some type of like body cam device, and he had a phone, and I think he was recording himself because he was talking to himself. So I'm assuming he was recording himself. And he was saying a lot of hateful things towards Charlie.
The wardrobe Coral chose also a source of concern to Nichols.
He wore the same shirt as the shooter did.
The shooter Nichols references, Tyler Robinson, wore a long-sleeved black shirt with an American flag, eagle, and the words "Land of the Free, Home of the Brave" on the day he allegedly shot and killed Kirk. Nichols says he helped police secure Coral, and other bystanders are seen on camera physically pulling Coral from the memorial.
You heard that? I told y'all yesterday, bruh. This dude, Tyler Robinson, and like I said, I don't condone violence, but he has ignited something within the white community, bruh. He about to have a lot of young dudes dressing like him. They probably at home practicing that long distance shot, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh, those young dudes are easily influenced, bruh. They easily influence. You know how many? Oh my God.
Memorial.
We just were in complete shock that this was happening over here because this is supposed to be peaceful and it's not supposed to be any kind of craziness happening at this time.
Other witnesses say the incident strayed from the peace they felt
What's
at the
poppin'?
memorial scene. And others who showed up today to show support for Kirk say the incident doesn't stop the message they're spreading.
I've been in 33 states with the cross, and I've been in a lot of tragic situations. I've never felt anything like this before. I've never felt this much love.
We're out here fighting for
Somebody said,
life. Even those who
somebody said trans murderer. Hey, I don't know why y'all saying that because that's actually worse. He didn't like those people and he got unalived by one of those people. That's even worse. That's not something to brag on. That's not something to throw in somebody's face. That's even, I wouldn't even, it's crazy how Fox News, they trying to throw that lie out there. I'm like, no, don't do that. That make y'all look even worse.
engage in violence, we love them and we forgive them and we want to win them for Christ.
And that was our Nicole Christine reporting. New details continue to come out on the suspected shooter, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Utah's governor says Robinson hasn't confessed to the assassination, and he is not cooperating with investigators.
We'll move on to that next. Remember how he lied and said Tyler Robinson admitted to the murder? No, he didn't, bruh. They lied, bruh. They lied. Bruh, these news outlets are beginning to lie, bro. Like, they always lied, but they doing it blatantly. They don't give a damn no more. They just want the click and the views, bruh. They lied and said he admitted to the murder, bruh. He did not. He not cooperating with them, bruh. This shit crazy. This shit crazy. See, look, let's go. Cause they not talking.
Connect with a fight.
They not talking about this, bro. They not talking about this like they should be. Cause if it was black on black crime, it would be everywhere. So you know what? We gotta do our job, dog. I'm doing my job. Cassandra said, what happened? This is Charlie Kirk's memorial in Phoenix, Arizona. And the news really not showing this. They not really speaking on this how they should be. You know, they just letting this go over. But when it's black on black, you gonna see every, and notice your raccoon, I gotta call them raccoon content creators, you know, the black content creators, but they are really COONSs. They not showing this. These people have, bruh, it's bad, bruh. It's bad. It's bad. What's poppin', Q? Wife for come on, bruh. 1,300. Hey, I appreciate everybody in the live. I appreciate all my ops, the people that don't like me, and the people that support the channel. I appreciate all y'all. You know, I don't really block people because everybody is welcome. But my thing is, Charlie Kirk was sitting on these college campuses debating about black people, talking about black people. But when he dies, his own people is destroying his memorial. His own people. His own people, bro. This is white on white crime. And he talked about Chicago. He talked about how Chicago, you know, they unaliving each other. And, you know, a lot of people talk about how Chicago gang members, they'll go to their grave sites and disrespect. Look what's going on right now. Look what's going on. You got a YC, a young COONS. You got a YC coming to your memorial and destroying it, bro. Is this not gang violence? Is this not gang violence? This is gang violence. This is gang violence. Look at the gang beating him up. Look at him. Beat his ass. Look, watch this. This is gang violence. Beat his ass. This is gang violence. This is gang violence. This is real gang violence. Now, I wonder if Charlie Kirk is watching. You see how people react when they love you? He don't know what those kids going through in Chicago. He don't know what environment they was put in Chicago. He don't understand when someone unalives your brother, you gotta do what you gotta do because you placed in a certain environment that white people, the white so-called leaders created. They created that environment on purpose. They created the projects. They created the ghettos. They created the poverty around it. Because crime pays. They make money from crime. Now, you see how you see the irony in this shit, bro? You see the irony? Now they are acting like the same people they talk about every day. And I have to show this shit. I have to show this shit. But we just getting started, man. All week, I'm coming through with the heat. Tomorrow we dropping a video. I'm coming through with the heat. Because these people been playing on our tops far too long, bro. They've been playing on our tops far too long, and they expect us to be forgiven. They expect us to forgive them, like the church say. No, that shit is dead. It's time to show them the same energy they showed us. It's time to give them the same energy they've been giving us. And I don't condone violence, but I just have to show them the shit they talk about, they doing. Look at the woman in the blue, bro. Watch the woman in the blue. She went crazy. This is gang violence, dog. You heard her? Hold on. Did you hear what she said? This is how they are able to just talk about black on black crime and hide theirs. Listen to what she just said. I want y'all to listen. Hold on. She said, don't show it on TV. That's all Caucasian people been doing, bruh. They've been hiding their ghettoways. They've been hiding. I lived in Phoenix, Arizona. It's ghetto. It's ghetto Caucasian people, bruh. But we don't care about Arizona as a whole because it's a desert. You know, shout out to my black people that's in Arizona. Shout out to y'all. But for a whole, we don't think about Arizona, bruh. We just don't think about it. We just don't. So we don't care. It's like out of sight, out of mind. We don't think about Arizona. But you gotta think about this shit. If you lived in Arizona, it's the ghetto. And if I'm lying in the comment section, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. It's the ghetto. But they ain't gonna show you that part. You go to parts of Pennsylvania, Caucasian people living like the hills have eyes. It's the ghetto. But they ain't gonna show you that. They gonna show you black on black crime. Cause they can't have their people looking a certain way. I told you, bro, all this shit is propaganda. It's all propaganda. It's all propaganda, dog. That's gang violence. That's gang violence. But they talking about Chicago. They talking about Chicago. This is gang violence. MAGA, come on, bro. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. So hold on 1 second, y'all. This let's see. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Not cooperating. One second.
If you're not familiar,
investigators say they're still searching for a motive in the assassination of political activist Charlie Kirk as he spoke at Utah Valley University last week. Sources telling ABC News the
Self-destruction.
suspected shooter, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, turned himself in after his father recognized him in these photos and urged his son to come forward. Those sources say the suspect initially said no, but later changed his mind.
He has not confessed to authorities. He is not cooperating. But all the people around him are cooperating.
In a brief phone interview with it.
See, they lied yesterday. They said that he confessed. They say he confessed to everything, and now they saying that he's not cooperating. Act like they wouldn't plan to make a demon their next leader. If you are anti-empathy, you are anti-humanity. Come on. Come on. Come on. Preach. 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 His head like a thumb. No one is for violence, no matter who it is, but don't be foolish. Facts. That's it. Yeah, we're not for violence, man. We don't want anybody to get, but when you preach that shit, it is what it is. And then when you sitting on the internet making money, bashing black people that you never go to the hood. I see if Charlie Kirk was going to the hood trying to help fix stuff. No, he was using rape. He was race baiting. That's it. That's it. He was trying to manipulate kids in college. You are 31 years old and you debating kids in college. What are you talking about? These kids still living with their parents. These kids just getting out to the world and you debating them like you some genius. You're not a genius, dog. He wasn't a genius. The stats he was talking about, look, he had a little truth and most lies. That's it. He put a little truth and a lot of it was lies, but the kids were so young and passionate, they had no time to put two and two together. They had no time because they was young and passionate about what they was talking about. So he's not a genius, bro. But you have to understand the Caucasian, well, I'm going to say the racist Caucasian race, bro. They haven't created anything. They haven't really built anything. Everything they stole, robbed, unalive to get it. So they don't really have an identity, bro. Their only identity is to talk about black people, bro. That's it. That's their whole identity. Their history is all lies. That's why Trump wants to get rid of black history, because black history debunks everything they say. Appreciate you, Grimes. Appreciate you. Black history debunks everything they say. So that's why they want to get rid of it. These people never created anything. So now what you're seeing is their own people see the truth. Their own people see the truth. Gen Z, these youngins, those YCs, not young niggas, but those YCs, they see the truth. They see the truth, bro.
NBC, President Trump repeated unfounded claims that what he calls the radical left is promoting violence.
If it were up to me, I think you need to take the word radical and remove right or left. And radical coming from any direction is not good, it's not healthy, and it should be called out.
Colorado's Democratic governor pushing back against the president's claims.
This is about the acts of an individual, the inexcusable, evil acts of an individual.
Oh, so now Tyler Robinson is an individual. But let's see, when a black kid shoots someone in, let's say, the Bronx, they go to the Bronx and they take everybody. Everybody get charged with the RICO. Everybody charged with the RICO in the Bronx. Everybody. But they love to say he was a lone wolf. He was an individual. Come on, bro. We know for sure he got a Discord. He got a team of people that helped him get that shot off. But when a black kid commits a crime, they come into the Bronx at 5 a.m. They come into New Orleans with tanks. They going to Memphis with tanks. They going to DC with tanks. They going to Baltimore with tanks. But with them, he was a lone wolf. He was an individual. He was a Mormon. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like, what's wrong with these people? But see, we finally waking up. And we just not the only ones that's waking up. Their own kids are waking up. Their own kids not falling for this racist shit. Because guess what? Just like Charleston White said, they Caucasian kids want to talk to black chicks. They Caucasian kids want to go to NBA YoungBoy concert. They Caucasian kids want to talk to Mexican chicks. They not going for this evil shit. They not going for this old Gen X racist shit no more, bruh. They really wait. Look, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Caucasian kids, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is a secret. They really wait until they old ass parents bite the dust, bruh. They really wait until they old ass parents bite the dust. They old racist parents bite the dust and they get the money from them. That's it, bruh. They just waiting, bruh. And most of them, to speed up the process, they'll do it themselves. The game is cold out here, bruh. So when you hear people talking to you about, oh, the right folks are the Caucasian, bro, trust me, they going through hell, bruh. They ain't gonna show you. They hide behind religion and they hide behind material things. Believe me, bruh, I done been around. I'm only 35, but I done lived a crazy life. I done been around these people, bruh. I done quit trucking and just did Uber for 6 months. And I done been around these people, bruh. It's spooky. So don't get caught up in people telling you to be like the Caucasian people. They the best. No, bruh. They going through some shit. They just don't talk about it, bruh. They kids hate them, bruh. No matter how much money they have, bruh. Hold on, somebody said me. I think a lot of us still would have been asleep if Harris won. Yeah, Malachi, that's the realest shit I heard, bruh. That's the realest shit I heard. Because you can't lie, that side, like I say, I'm not political or nothing. That side, they want to keep you asleep. They want to keep you asleep. You know, so, hey, I got a screenshot that. Hold on. I got a screenshot that. Yeah. So it's kind of good that he won because now everybody see what it really is. 199, appreciate you. Whoever sent that. Whoever said that, thank you. Real talk. You are political. I'm not, bruh. Cause y'all talk with this left and right, bruh. To me, it's racism or not. That's what I look at. Left wing, right wing, it's the same goddamn bird. To me, it's racism or not. I know the left side, the so-called left side, they want to rock you to sleep. They don't want to show you what's going on behind the scenes. I do know that. The right side, they just blatant out racist. That's it. That's the difference. So I'm not political. It's games on both sides. And this how they keep us divided. See, MAGA, for real, both sides really, but MAGA, they been in this propaganda, bro. And they getting played the worst. I'm telling y'all, tomorrow's video, the video I'm dropping tomorrow, I'm going to show y'all, they getting played the worst. Because they actually believe in Trump. They getting played, dog. It's a big game on both sides. Thank you. It's a big game on both sides. But to me, it's racism or not. That's it. I don't care about this left because people hide behind politics and they hide behind religion and they hide behind money. That's it, bro. Those are three things people hide behind. I don't want to talk that left-right shit. All that shit, you still hide behind that. You still racist as hell, but you gonna talk about the left. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. And I'm sorry to curse, bro, but I'm just passionate about this. If you look at my channel, I've been talking about things, bro, that these people been doing to black people, and they've been covering it up. But now, like Johnny Taylor say, everything's out in the open.
And there have been more of those in different places at different times. assassination of the Speaker of the Minnesota Assembly, shooting here in Colorado. Whatever motivates these acts, the fault and the responsibility lie with the perpetrator.
The suspect is being held on suspicion of aggravated murder, obstruction of justice, and felony discharge of a firearm. Charges are expected to be formally filed on Tuesday. Utah's Governor Spencer Cox continues to call for unity as the country recovers from another act of political violence.
Every one of us has to make a decision. Are we going to hate our neighbor? Are we going to hate the other side? Are we going to return violence with violence? Or are we going to find a different path?
Jacqueline Lee, ABC.
Oh. You see? Where was this empathy for Malcolm X? Where was this empathy for Fred Hampton? Where was the empathy? Where was the love? But in this country, they want you to praise their racist leader. They want you to have empathy for a race, someone that hated black people, bro. Never been to the ghetto, but all he talked about was black people. And the irony, you got unalived by your own people. Just think about that shit. So you want to talk about hate? No, this not a civil war matter. Y'all having war in between your own community. It's not with us. It's your own people. It's your own people. And y'all scared to address it. You sit online all day in comment section trolling people, but when shit gets real, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. You sit online and you troll all day. George Floyd died, you trolled. Trayvon, matter of fact, let's speak about Trayvon Martin. Because I gotta remind y'all, I have to, bruh. I just have to. Let's go back to Trayvon Martin. Hold on. Shout out to TikTok too, man.
I'm gonna lose my mind if conservatives keep pretending like mocking Charlie Kirk's death makes you some disgusting, horrible human being, especially when they reacted to the death of nearly every black person in the last 15 years like this. Like, when Trayvon Martin died, they held meet and greets with George Zimmerman and asked him to sign bags of Skittles and cans of iced tea, and the gun that he used to...
You heard that? When Trayvon Martin died, they held meet and greets to sign an Arizona tea can, and they signed Skittle bags because that's what he had when he was murdered. They held meet and greets. Do you see this? Do you see this? They held meet and greets to sign. They held meet and greets with a man that unalived an innocent black teenager. I think at the time he was only 17. He was only 17. But no one is talking about this though. Let's hold on, because a lot of y'all seem to forget.
I'm gonna lose my mind if conservatives keep pretending like mocking Charlie Kirk's death makes you some disgusting, horrible human being, especially when they reacted to the death of nearly every black person in the last 15 years like this. Like, when Trayvon Martin died, they held meet and greets with George Zimmerman and asked him to sign bags of Skittles and cans of iced tea, and the gun that he used to kill Trayvon Martin was auctioned off for like $250,000. Like, the hypocrisy is insane. Every single time a black person has been the victim of police brutality, you guys have dug up their entire history to try to prove that they somehow deserved it. But when we use Charlie Kirk's own words, you say that we're heartless and disgusting people for it. And even though I know that the entire conservative platform is just built on hypocrisy, the amount of gaslighting that I'm seeing is actually crazy. Like people saying, well, we never celebrated anyone's death. We never mocked anyone's death. We felt bad that those things happened. Like, we saw your reaction in real time. Your digital footprint is out there. Like, the same people who were just mocking Alligator Alcatraz, saying that immigrants were going to be the perfect meal and taking their families there for photo shoots, are trying to claim they have a moral high ground because we won't mourn the person who enabled that culture in the first place. You guys are delusional. You genuinely lost it. I'm going to lose my mind if conservatives keep...
That's it. That's it. That's it. They talk shit about black people all day. Then they tell us we have no empathy because this racist dude was murdered publicly. But this is what they did. And they tell you that you don't have no heart. Black people are evil. Bro, these people was mocking Trayvon Martin, dog. Mocking him, bro. Appreciate you. Spiritual eyes, hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Mocking him. Yeah, putting money on his books in jails. Bruh. Peace, FBA family. Stay focused. Appreciate you. Exactly. He was just an innocent kid. Exactly. And they mocked him, bro. They went to sign autographs, bro. So these the people say you can't make memes, you can't make jokes. How? No. We not playing those emotional mind games. No, you can't do that, bro. You can't do it. They lucky black people have, for the most part, black people have a conscience, bro. They so lucky, bro. But some of us can put that to the side and go all the way in. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I don't give a damn about Charlie Kirk. I don't. He didn't give a damn about our people. He didn't give a damn about our people. Let's go back to the
If you're not familiar with how all of this did play out, as far as the timeline, we know that Charlie Kirk was speaking. Those are some of the photos there at Utah Valley University. About 3,000 people in attendance as the gunshot was fired. He was rushed over to a hospital afterward, where sadly, we later heard from President Trump that Kirk did pass away. I want to discuss the case in general and what happens next. So let's bring in a friend of the show here. We do have Jillian Snyder, an adjunct lecturer at John Jay College of Criminal Justice and resident senior fellow at the R Street Institute. She is also a retired New York City police officer. Thank you so much, Jillian, for taking the time to join us here.
Good morning, Josh. Thanks for having me.
Good morning. Well, first off, I do want to ask you, because we know that within about 48 hours we saw this arrest made, the suspect taken into custody after a reward was offered of $100,000, and also you had the videos and photos that were circulated. So based on your experience here, how common is it to see an arrest made?
Yeah, let's go back to the, because some people just coming in.
A man taken into custody after vandalizing a Charlie Kirk memorial. It happened today at the headquarters of Kirk's nonprofit Turning Point USA.
He was held in place by bystanders until police could get there. Nicole Christine has the details and the video.
Like, this guy's gonna do something.
Kyle Nichols says he was there when 19-year-old Ryder Coral reportedly vandalized part of the memorial for conservative activist Charlie Kirk outside Turning Point headquarters. Coral, seen here in video you'll only see on Fox, stomping on items left behind by mourners. According to Nichols, Coral's behavior caught his eye before he even got to the memorial.
He had some type of like body cam device, and he had a phone. I think he was recording himself because he was talking to himself. So I'm assuming he was recording himself. And he was saying a lot of hateful things towards Charlie.
The wardrobe Coral chose also a source of concern to Nichols.
He wore the same shirt as the shooter did.
The shooter Nichols references, Tyler Robinson, wore a long-sleeve black shirt with an...
You see, I told y'all. I did a live yesterday, and I said this was playing chess. He turned himself in on purpose, and if they don't find no fingerprints, because I think they did found I don't know if they found fingerprints, but this was chess, bruh. He knows with his people, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more Tyler Robinsons, bruh. And I'm not condoning violence, but okay, they found DNA. Okay, it's gonna be more of him, bruh. And he knew that. He knew that. And I told y'all these young Caucasian dudes, they been manipulated by their family, bro. And they take that to heart. Because they sit online all day and they listen to all this stuff. These people have their own ops, bro. He was talking about gang violence within the black community, but they also have gang violence, but their gang violence is mostly online. gang violence is mostly online. So this was a gang hit. Imagine that. Imagine you talking about Chicago gang violence, which you never go to. You never tried to help those kids, nothing. But you talking about that shit, making money from it. You making money from it. Every video you do, every debate you do, just to get taken out by a 22-year-old, bro. That's why I tell y'all, bro. You really gotta be careful spreading hate, bro. You have to be. Because these days, like, especially when you Caucasian, his network was like 12 million. Damn, see, that money don't even matter. That money don't even matter. He can't spend none of that shit. Where he going, he can't take none of that shit with him. 5 camera angles. Exactly, bro. Stats don't lie. Imagine taking this case out of context and comparing it to black. But look, Jay, black on black crime don't bother you. Why are you talking about black on black crime? Black on black crime is not in the suburbs. They not coming to you. They not coming to your doorsteps. That's happening in their environment. Why are you talking about it if you're not helping? And you see where that gets you? Your own kind take you out. You so worried about what's going on with another community, your own kind, because of gang violence. But y'all gang violence is online. YNs and YCs be running these streets. They showing his text messages now. They were laughing. Damn, hold on. I do see it says something about Discord. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up next.
Eagle, and the words "Land of the Free, Home of the Brave" on the day he allegedly shot and killed Kirk. Nichols says he helped police secure Coral, and other bystanders are seen on camera physically pulling Coral from the memorial.
We just were in complete shock that this was happening over here because this is supposed to be peaceful and it's not supposed to be any kind of craziness happening at this time.
Other witnesses say the incident strayed from the peace they felt at the memorial scene. And others who showed up today
pure comedy, bro.
Say the incident doesn't stop the message they're spreading.
I've been in 33 states with the cross, and I've been in a lot of tragic situations. I've never felt anything like this before. I've never felt this much love.
We're out here fighting for everyone's life. Even those who engage in violence, we love them and we forgive them and we want to win them for Christ.
Imagine being able to build an app with your...
Pretty sure. Where can I get one of those? I'm telling you, Rob Carpenter. Hey, you playing, but I'm telling you, bro, those young Caucasian dudes, they serious about that. They serious. They about to, I'm telling you.
You can plan.
We're beginning to learn more about the suspect in the shooting. This is 22-year-old Tyler Robinson. Authorities say that Robinson used the social media platform Discord to send messages about the rifle and the ammunition that was used in the shooting. And so for more on these messages and really a breakdown of Discord, we bring in our next guest to help break it all down. Jennifer Graham with Deseret News. Great to have you on.
What's popping, Great T News? What's popping?
To this story.
MK Ultra, facts.
Interested in this Discord aspect.
Yeah, it's an interesting platform and one that a lot of people don't know much about because it's really for the youngest Americans. It's not your father's social media platform, so to speak.
Yeah, so if you could just for our viewers break down.
John, hold on. We'll come back to this video. But John Yo said, how is this funny? The same way this was funny to y'all.
Just keep pretending like mocking Charlie Kirk's death makes you some disgusting, horrible human being, especially when they reacted to the death of nearly every black person in the last 15 years like this. Like, when Trayvon Martin died, they held meet and greets with George Zimmerman and asked him to sign bags of Skittles and cans of iced tea, and the gun that he used to kill Trayvon Martin was auctioned off for like $250,000. Like, the hypocrisy is insane. Every single time a black person has been the victim of police brutality, you guys have dug up their entire history to try to prove that they somehow deserved it. But when we use Charlie Kirk's own words, you say that we're heartless and disgusting people for it. And even though I know that the entire conservative platform is just built on hypocrisy, the amount of gaslighting that I'm seeing is actually crazy. Like people saying, well, we never celebrated anyone's death. We never mocked anyone's death. We felt bad that those things happened. Like, we saw your reaction in real time. Your digital footprint is out there. Like the same people who were just mocking Alligator Alcatraz, saying that immigrants were going to be the perfect meal and taking their families there for photo shoots, are trying to claim they have a moral high ground because we won't mourn the person who enabled that culture in the first place. You guys are delusional. You genuinely...
Exactly. So let's go back. That was to answer you, John Yo. Let's go back to this work.
What this platform is.
Sure. It's an app that was founded in 2015. Primarily, at the time it was founded, it was just supposed to be a place where video game aficionados could go and chat about their games. And it took off because a lot of young people are interested in video games, not just young people, of course. But over the years, it expanded into a more robust platform, and it added video features, phone calling features, all the same kinds of features you see on like Facebook. But again, it was largely directed towards the gaming community. In recent years, it has expanded somewhat where there are, I was amused to find out there are like book clubs that meet on there, and there are like knitting circles. So there's some people you wouldn't expect to be on Discord there. But it's primarily young men, people who are interested in gaming, and they are attracted to this platform in part, not only because of the gaming community, but because of the way the servers are set up. You can set up these very private communities that other people don't have access to what you're seeing. There's not a traditional feed, so to speak, like you would get on Facebook or even X, but you can set up your own little rooms, and you can engineer them so that nobody can see them but you and the people you invite.
Yeah, that's a great breakdown, Jennifer. So who was Robinson messaging?
Well, that remains to be seen because we don't know a whole lot about these messages other than what was said in the news conference this morning.
See, the people that create these apps, the people that just law enforcement, all of them, bro, they think they are smarter than these young Caucasian tech dudes, bro. All these dudes do is shoot guns and sit in their room online, bro. They got this shit down to a T, dog. So it's not just Tyler Robinson we should worry about, bro. It's multiple of them, bro. But they want to talk to you about gang violence, but every week you got a Caucasian kid shooting up a school of his own people. They not talking about that, though. So if you gonna talk about black people, talk about that also. That's all I say, bro, is keep the same energy. Don't just single us out. Don't do that. Because when you do that, that shows me you really don't like us. You're really racist. You're really just trying to make money off of us. That's what that showed me. Keep the same energy for both sides.
Morning. Utah Governor Spencer Cox gave a little bit of detail about it and said that authorities had talked to a friend of Tyler's who had shared messages with him that he had seen. It's not even clear whether the messages were sent to him, whereas we can infer that, I guess. But it's not clear if there was a group or not, or if it was just this one person who was seeing these messages in which he made reference to dropping the gun somewhere and wrapping it in a towel, which of course we already knew because the authorities had already retrieved the rifle. So not a whole lot there, except for the fact that he was on this platform. Discord has come out within the past couple of hours and has said that there was not any sort of planning in his exchanges with his friends, not like we've seen with some of the other mass shooting cases that were horrifically tied.
The news that the suspect sent messages to a friend on Discord claiming his doppelganger had committed the crime. Take a listen to the following. The day after Charlie Kirk was killed, an acquaintance of Tyler Robinson's posed a question to him in a group chat. The FBI had just released 2 grainy surveillance images of a skinny young man in a cap and sunglasses walking in a stairwell on the Utah Valley University campus and had asked for the public's help in identifying the suspect.
Shut up. I want to see these text messages.
Cash Patel and the FBI are now saying that Tyler Robinson had written a note saying that if he has the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, he was going to take it. But now that note has been destroyed. Watch this.
The written note, we believe, what did exist, and we have evidence to show what was in that note, which is, and I'm going to summarize, basically say, the suspect wrote a note saying, I have the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it. That note was written before the shooting. Evidence of its existence, we now have learned, existed before the shooting, was in the location in the suspect and partner's home. But we have since learned that the note, even though it has been destroyed, we have found forensic evidence of the note, and we have confirmed what that note says because of our aggressive interview posture at the FBI.
This whole thing seems to be getting weirder and weirder, and I have a lot of questions about that note. As always.
Well, look, y'all, that's not it. Hold on. I gotta show y'all something else, because these people don't stop. Watch. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Bomb threat. Oh, they don't have it. It's not on. Okay. For WWL Louisiana. Let's see.
With just over a month until new.
And I appreciate everybody that's, in the live. I appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate all y'all. It's not on here. It's not on here. But for the people who just came in, let's run this back.
My collaboration with Nespresso.
Let's run this back.
And as we were talking about that, the memorial continues to grow.
What's poppin', T. Williams?
Turning Point headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona, but obviously concerned over the temperature rising about political violence. And we're seeing some of that today. And this, a post on social media from Fox News saying, Justin, a man has been arrested after vandalizing the Charlie Kirk Memorial outside of TP USA headquarters in Arizona. The suspect identified as a 19-year-old Ryder Corral there. So we're also getting this video that I want to show you of some of this, because we've been diving into the latest with just some of this memorial growing. But this was the scene that was captured by Fox News a little bit earlier on. You can see people addressing this individual, potentially vandalizing what was going on there with this.
Now, this is real gang violence. And Fox is the only one who's, who's showing this. All these other outlets, they're not going to show you this. They're not going to have this trending on TikTok.
People stepping in, just average citizens, not necessarily law enforcement, but
his own people.
Law enforcement did get involved as this suspect, identified as a 19-year-old, as a man, is arrested. So you can see police, Phoenix police, there on hand, putting.
But I told y'all, their own kids are turning against them. So everybody you see in my comment section, for the most part, they probably for all the negative people in my comment section, most likely they over 50, Caucasian, and they racist. But their kids are like him. Their kids not going for this shit. Their kids don't believe nothing they say. So that's why they have to be online trolling all day, because that's the only time they feel power. But their own kids are rejecting whatever they say. Yes, bruh, they everywhere. They on TikTok. Man, let me show y'all a TikTok video of what these young kids think about Tyler Robinson. Let me show y'all. I'm about to show y'all on TikTok, because the older people, the older racist Caucasian people, they so stuck in their ways, they don't know how to see how time is changing. Watch this. Let me show you what they think about Tyler Robinson. Hold on. Let me go to my TikTok account. 1 second, 1 second. Watch this, y'all. This shit crazy. It's crazy how they use AI too. Hold on. I favored it. I think I did. Let's go down. Let's go down. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Look. They put Tyler Robinson in a rap video. Look, they call him the Grim. They calling him the Grim Reaper, bro. Look at this shit. Bro, look. It's not the only one. Hold on. Hold up.
Really pussy. All over. Pussy as a bitch.
This the young kids making memes now. They said the Utah Grim Reaper on IG Live explaining why he went against his own party. Look, this the young kids.
I don't give a fuck if I gave you $1,000, bitch. You gonna complain? Go ask that nigga for $1,000, bitch. He ain't gonna give it to you. Pussy. You ain't play on my top, dude.
But see, the old white, the old Caucasian, MAGA, whatever, they not open-minded to see what's really happening. These are white kids making these memes, bruh. These are young white kids making these memes, bruh. They look up to this dude, bruh.
Don't go against me. But that's why I am now. You didn't free the dog. I ain't no love. That's how that shit go. Really pussy.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Hand me on my lord. I'm riding around with child.
Hold up.
And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass, nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all the interviews. Hey, come on, great nigga, mountain and talk to me, nigga. You can't, bitch, you can't do that, man. Hey, your bitch made, nigga. Shut your fucking mouth. And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass, nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all the interviews.
Now these are, bruh, these are the young generation making these memes, bruh. But old people are still screaming MAGA, MAGA, bruh. These kids don't give a damn about that shit. They don't want to be connected to y'all beliefs. They want to have their own beliefs, bruh. That's what they failing to see. So you hear YouTubers talking about go make money, bruh. Gen Z don't give a damn about money, bruh. They want their own beliefs, and their own beliefs is not tied to the system, bruh. Their own beliefs is not tied to this system, left, right. They don't care about that shit, bro. They don't. They want their own beliefs, and they go do the opposite of anything their parents tell them, bro. That's just how they moving. Hold on, it's another one I had saved. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. This one, it was a funny one though. It was funny as hell. Let's see. Yeah, TikTok got them baddies, bro. I can't lie. Charlie Kirk. See, Charlie Kirk thought he was slick. He was going to them college campuses, not to talk about no fucking. He didn't care about what was going on in Chicago. He was trying to get them young college girls, bruh. That's it. Come on, bruh. Anybody see through that? I can't find it no more. Shit. He was trying to get them young college girls, bruh. That's why he was going to them colleges, bruh. That's it. That's it. When you get in your 30s, bruh, you start seeing things for what it really is. He was going to get those college girls, bro. That's it. Oh, here we go. Here you go. This are what the young kids are posting, bro. They look up to anyone. This how the young kids think. Anyone that goes against the system and takes out the system, bro, they love that shit. So while they parents screaming MAGA, they making memes like this. They making memes like this. Shit crazy, bro. I gotta show y'all, man. I gotta show y'all how they really view this dude. Shit crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's all we caught was at the store. We had to straight. You know, I thought tripping with that switchy. He didn't face me. They shot. They couldn't save me. We the ones getting busy up in the city. That's on my baby. Seem like a drive-through. Ask the ops how much we slide through. That's all we caught was at the store. We had to straight. You know, I thought tripping with that switchy. He didn't face me. They shot. They couldn't save me. We the ones getting busy up in the city. That's on my baby. Seem like a drive.
So that's why that young kid, let's go back. That's why he did what he did. This how I really feel.
A 19-year-old rider corral there. So we're also getting this video that I want to show you of some of this because we've been diving into the latest with just some of this.
Nah, he was getting them young girls, bro. We already know what it is.
Was captured by Fox News a little bit earlier on. You can see people addressing this individual.
Appreciate you.
Vandalizing what was going on there with this memorial. People stepping in, just average citizens, not necessarily law enforcement, but ultimately law enforcement did get involved as this suspect identified as a 19-year-old, as a man is arrested. So you can see police, Phoenix police there on hand, putting this individual in handcuffs or zip ties just across the street. As so much has grown since Wednesday. We saw the initial outpouring for Charlie Kirk, the conservative commentator there in Arizona, a group that he founded a dozen years ago, co-founded a dozen years ago. Obviously, you see this individual now being let off as the memorial balloons, flowers.
How ironic, even after you die, your own people vandalizing your memorial like this shit. But he talked about Chicago. He talked about everything going on in Chicago, but this is a scene out of Chicago. Bro, the irony is so crazy. That's why I can't let this shit go. I can't, bro. He talked about Chicago. He said FBG. He talked about Chicago so much that what happened in Chicago is happening to him by his own people. Damn. You can't make this shit up. YC Top, bruh. You can't make this shit up. I'm convinced this is a distraction. Bruh, at this point, we can't be distracted from shit, bruh. We already know they got the files. We already know. But we can't give them no cop-outs because guess what? When black people commit crimes, we get no excuses. No one said this is a psyop. When it's black on black crime, no one says it's a psyop. No one says they've been set up. No one says the government created the projects. So let's tie this back to, nobody gives us that grace. So it's no grace. It's no distraction. It's no psyop. No. They're thugs. It's white on white crime. Call it for what it is. Because black people never get that grace. You never hear people saying, well, the government did create the projects. That's why they called it a project. They did create the ghettos. They did take away all the city jobs, and then they put crack cocaine. You never hear people telling that side. So no, there we go. We'll call them criminals, thugs, white on white crime. It's a new day and age. It's a new day and age. You cannot get away with just talking down on black people because now we have the proof. We have the proof. Redlining. They'll never talk about all this stuff. But tomorrow, the video I gotta go, y'all. I'm about to finish working on this video. But tomorrow, the video I have for y'all, it's gonna expose something. And it's gonna just show you that these people never created nothing. Everything they have now, they took it, they stole it, they used their laws to get it out of black people, bruh. Everything, bruh. They never created nothing. Why you think they YC's crashing out, bruh? They don't have no identity. They have no identity. That's why they crashing out. Then their parents want them to be doctors. They want them to go to the army. They want them, bro, them YC's not listening to that shit. Charlie loves Chicago, look. And now he's getting treated like he was a gang member in Chicago. I'm not an old soul. I'm a returning soul. Thugs and Savages, exactly. That's what we gonna call it. So, hey, I appreciate everybody for joining the live. I appreciate y'all, man. Video dropping tomorrow. You know, I got some new information, and this shit gonna shock you. Well, it ain't gonna shock you, but they don't talk about it. And everything happens for a reason today. It all happens for a reason, bro. Everything they done to our ancestors is turning on them, bro. Everything they meant harm, all the harm they meant for black people, their own kids, their own seeds is turning against them. You see how this shit work? But they want you to believe that sending the National Guard to New Orleans. Bruh, the crime is down in New Orleans. Yeah, we still got crime there, but it's down a lot. The crime is down in Baltimore. The crime was down in D.C. That's the distraction because they don't want you to look at they dirt, but we go talk about they dirt. We go talk about it. I'm out, y'all. Hey, I appreciate everybody, man. Thank y'all. I'm out.